Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in. Assalamu alaikum. Hello and welcome to Astudiyar. We are having another topic that is all about chemical industries, and that is related with the manufacture of sodium carbonate by the process called as Solvay's process. Belgian chemical engineer, industrialist Ernest Solvay, best known for his development of a commercially viable ammonia-soda process. Now, the basic principle lies in the low solubility of sodium bicarbonate at temperature that is 15 degrees centigrade. As you know, the sodium bicarbonate is actually soluble in water, but when you lower the temperature, it gets precipitate out. So when carbon dioxide is passed through an ammoniacal solution of NaCl called ammonical brine, only sodium bicarbonate will precipitate out, and the reaction will be sodium ions plus bicarbonate ions treated with will give you sodium bicarbonate, which are easily precipitate out. Now the raw materials which are genuinely used for it is sodium chloride, which is brine. Then you are having limestone, which is calcium carbonate, and the third one is ammonia gas, which is NH3. These all three materials are very cheap and they are easily available and they are in abundance. So important thing is that raw materials are very easily available and in abundance. There's no chances of shortage. So the basic steps which are involved is actually 6. First step is that you have to go for the preparation of ammoniacal brine. Second is the basic step which is done in the carbonating tower, which is carbonation of ammoniacal brine. Third is the filtration of precipitate, and that precipitate is that of sodium bicarbonate. Fourth step is the calcination, where you collected that sodium bicarbonate and you decompose it. Fourth step is that how you will get carbon dioxide and slake lime from limestone, which is calcium carbonate. And the last is how you recover ammonia. The best thing about this method is that you use the raw material and later on you can recover it and then you can reuse it. So whenever in your life you are having a chance to build or you want to construct an industry, go for the Solvay process and go for sodium bicarbonate because it's very economical. So let's see the first process. First step is basically the preparation of ammoniacal brine, and this is done in a tower, which is ammoniating tower. Now what you do is that you have to dissolve ammonia gas in sodium chloride solution, which is called as brine, and later on you go for the carbonation of that ammoniacal brine. You take that ammoniacal brine and feed into the carbonating tower, where the major reaction will take place because you have to pass carbon dioxide through it. And when you pass carbon dioxide through it, it reacts with ammonia and water and forming ammonium bicarbonate. This ammonium bicarbonate reacted with NaCl, which is present in the solution, and the exchange of ions will take place, resulting in the formation of sodium bicarbonate. And when you lower the temperature, that sodium bicarbonate will precipitate out and ammonium chloride, which is in aqueous solution, is remain the solution. Third basic step, when you get the precipitates of sodium bicarbonate, you are going to filter it, and that is used as a baking soda. So in the figure you are seeing the first two tower. One is ammoniating tower, where the ammoniacal brine is prepared by treating NaCl with ammonia, and this ammoniacal brine fed into another bigger tower, which is carbonating tower, and where carbon dioxide gas will be passed. And in this carbonating tower you will getting the sodium bicarbonate in precipitate form. When you get that sodium bicarbonate, you have to heat it, and that heating process is called as calcination. Sodium bicarbonate decomposes to give you sodium carbonate, which is in solid form, carbon dioxide and water. And as you know that this whole process is that we don't want to waste anything. So this carbon dioxide which is present is again fed into the carbonating tower, but actually this is not the actual amount of carbon dioxide which is used in the carbonating tower. We don't want to waste this, so we are having a lid which is leading it to carbonating tower. But the genuine source of carbon dioxide is calcium carbonate. Now later on, how we are going to prepare this carbon dioxide which is used in the carbonating tower. The source is calcium carbonate, and you have to heat it, decompose it, and you will get calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. Then you have to treat this quicklime, which is calcium oxide, with water, and you will get slake lime, and this slake lime is used in ammonia recovery tower. Carbon dioxide, this reaction, fifth step, is very important, because in this step you will getting carbon dioxide which fed into carbonating tower, and you are getting calcium hydroxide which fed into the ammonia recovery tower. So you proceed towards ammonia recovery tower, as you know that in the raw material you are using ammonia, and this ammonia is used in the first step where it is treated with NaCl, that is brine, to prepare ammonical brine, if you recall the first step in your mind. So what we do is that this last sixth step is the additional step, because we want to recover the ammonia once again. This recovery will be possible where we take calcium hydroxide from the fifth step, which is the preparation of carbon dioxide and calcium hydroxide, and ammonium chloride is taken from the carbonating tower. Both are reacted to give you ammonia, calcium chloride, and water. This calcium chloride is the only product which is left over in the Solvay process. In other, all steps are recovered, and some important steps or some important raw materials can be reused. So when we go for ammonia recovery tower, we are compensating, if you can say more amount of ammonia is lost, so we can recover it with a fresh amount of ammonia. So as far as the flow sheet is concerned, we are having a complete picture of all the steps which are taken part in it. The four major blocks over here is ammoniating tower, carbonating tower, lime kiln, which is where the calcium carbonate is used, and the ammonia recovery tower. These are the four basic towers. In ammoniating tower, first step will take in place where the brine and ammonia will introduce to give you ammonical brine. In carbonating tower, carbon dioxide is introduced, which is coming from calcium carbonate. So after that, the reaction will happens in carbonating tower, producing the sodium bicarbonate and ammonium chloride. Sodium bicarbonate further undergo a calcination process, produces sodium carbonate, which is the product which is to be required in this whole Solvay process, and carbon dioxide, which is half amount of the carbon dioxide, and it is again fed into the carbonating tower. So this calcium oxide treated with water to form calcium hydroxide and treated with ammonium chloride in the ammonia recovery tower, and produces and recover ammonia and calcium chloride. So as far as the advantages of Solvay process are considered, it's very cheap process, and raw materials are, believe me, it's very easily available and at low prices. Carbon dioxide, ammonia are recovered and reused, environment friendly, because there is nothing substance like that which is causing pollution. So it's a pollution free process, and only the raw waste is calcium chloride. Highly purity of calcium carbonate is obtained, and less fuel consumption, because there is nothing to be evaporated, so it's less fuel consumption process. When we're talking about its manufacturing unit, so we come across to one most important thing. One is ICI, which is Empirical Chemical Industries, and that is in Kura, JLM. Because as you know that in Kura you are having the rich supply of sodium chloride, so that unit is very successful over there. And the unit was established as 1944 in Kura, because abundant raw material is there. Okay? And the Sindh Alkali Limited, which is near Karachi, and established in 1966. So I hope that this whole information is very helpful for you. Thank you so much for your cooperation and for your liking. Inshallah, we come up with a new topic. So keep subscribing and keep liking my channel. Thank you, and Allah Hafiz.